Welcome everyone to the marquee event for the NASCAR Miscraft Cup Series in season number 8. This is the 10th and final race of the season, the trip up to Martinsville Speedway to find out who your champion is going to be in this season. There are 4 drivers that have climbed all the way to the top throughout the entirety of the first 9 races of this year, and they are Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin, Alex Bowman, and Joey Logano, 2 of which are going for the first championship, and Joey Logano and Alex Bowman, and 2 are going for their second title, and Denny Hamlin and Ryan Blaney. But before we get into those guys, we're going to go ahead and take a look at a couple other drivers to look out for here today before we get into the final 4 and what stakes they have coming up. So first up is going to be the 19 Martin Truex Jr. He is starting on the pole here today in the 19 Toyota Camry. The auto owner's machine looking good out front. He's a really good contender at Martinsville, so we'll see what he can do here today with that fast race car. With 20 cars in the field battling for it, and one of those drivers that's making their final start today is Kurt Busch in the 2311-45 machine. And that moneyline car looking slick at the front of the field. Second place starting position for him, and what an elusive career he's had. He's in and out with Toyota here today. Had one win this season in Atlanta. We'll see if he can get himself a second one here today. But coming up next, we're going to get into the final 4 drivers looking for the championship in their season, and let's go ahead and get this party started. It's been an all-out brawl all season long. 9 races in, 1 to go. And we have 4 drivers now looking at the trophy right in front of them, trying to grasp it with their hands. But wait, they've got 15 laps to decide it and figure out who's going to be hoisting that trophy. And Joey Logano came in first seed. He's never won a Miscraft Cup Series championship. He starts 10th here today, the deepest in the field of all of the 4 drivers. But early in the season, he battled off a hard-charging Kyle Larson to the final couple of laps in the MRC Oval to win his first race of the season. And behind him, ahead of him in one position in 9th is Alex Bowman in the 48 machine. He came off with a fantastic win at the Brickyard against Denny Hamlin, another one of the championship contenders here today. A little bit of contact coming to the start-finish line to end that one. We'll see if we're going to have a lot of that here today. And of course, there is the 11 of Denny Hamlin. He starts in the 5th position. He was your Season 2 champion who got it done in Kentucky a long time ago. And he's riding the most momentum out of all 4 of the drivers after his win at the Busch Clash at the Coliseum just 1 race ago. And he's a short track ace, especially here at the Martinsville Speedway, so he'll be a contender here today. And Ryan Blaney, your Season 4 champion, starts 6th. He does not have a win on the season, but he's been oh so close from tire strategy in Darlington to a last lap pass in Atlanta. He's been one of the contenders all season long. We'll see if he can finally get that curtain closed for him here today and get that second championship like he was oh so close to doing back in Season 7 as well. Well, let's go and take a look at your 20 car starting lineup here today at the Martinsville Speedway. Row number 1 is Martin Truex Jr. and Kurt Busch, a couple of Toyotas. You have Bubba Wallace and William Byron behind them. And then you're going to have Denny Hamlin and Ryan Blaney, the first 2 of the championship contenders. Then Cole Custer and Kyle Larson. Rounding out the top 10 is the last 2 championship contenders, and Alex Bowman and Joey Logano. And they have Ross Chastain and Tyler Reddick. Then it's Christopher Bell and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And they have Chase Elliott and Eric Almirola. And behind them will be Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch. And rounding out your field here today will be Eric Jones and Daniel Suarez. And here we are. It's a 15-lap event here today, like I said, with 20 cars. It's a Season 8 finale. The highest finisher of the final 4 will be the champion. And it's sad to say for a lot of you, but the Hail Melon will not be tolerated in a race here today. Everyone's got to keep it off the walls in the corners and make it fair for everybody else. As we approach the green flag for the final race of the season, Willie and Wilma looking over us as they have been all season long. And the mascots of the Miscraft Cup Series getting ready to give the command to fire these engines. And here they are, rolling into turn number 1. We're getting ready to get this one underway at the Paperclip here in Virginia. And it's going to be a good one. Truex and Kurt Busch going to lead us down for the final time this season. And oh boy, 15 laps at the Paperclip. Going to be a lot of aggression from these drivers, especially those final 4. And off turn 4, coming to the green flag on the lap pedal they are for the final time in season number 8. Down into turn 1, the Toyota's getting away 1, 2, 3, and 4. But Kurt Busch did not get a very good start on the outside lane. He'll fall back outside the top 5. First of the championship contenders is Denny Hamlin riding in the 3rd position. Here comes Alex Bowman into the top 5 now. He started in 9th in this race, just in front of Joey Logano. And now he's on the back bumper of the 11 of Denny Hamlin. There's Logano and Blaney back there towards the latter half of the top 10. And off of turn number 4, lead change here in Martinsville. Coming on to lap 3, Bubba Wallace looking for the point in turn 1. Following through is his boss, the Denny Hamlin machine. Then you have Alex Bowman, a couple of guys that have been rivals all season long. Oh, there's contact. Bowman to the inside of the 11 of Denny Hamlin for the championship lead, and he'll take it off turn 4. Oh, Hamlin gets into the outside wall, squeezed by Bowman. Back into turn 1, Hamlin repays the favor to the back bumper of the 48 car. He'll retake that championship lead, and now here comes a new contender into the ring. Ryan Blaney wants to play on the playground with these top 3 contenders now to turn number 3. He'll take the spot away from Bowman. Now here comes Logano into the picture. They're going to try to get all 4 of those guys into the top 5 to battle for the championship. Down the back straightaway, it's Bubba Wallace. Oh, we got contact in turn number 1. Ross Chastain goes around off the front bumper of what looked like Christopher Bell, and this spells shade of retaliation from the 20 car entering turn 1. It looked like Chastain was able to get away, but the 20 car just leaned on that the left rear quarter panel, that is, heading into turn 1, and just sent him flying into the outside retaining wall. And yeah, it's definitely very easy to figure out where the center of this aggression came from, all the way back out in Blizzard Town. You see right here on this restart, Chastain dove low, wrecked the 20 of Christopher Bell, and Bell finally got him back for it here in Martinsville. But looks like no harm, no foul really, except for some track position to the 1 of Chastain. But we're going to restart on lap number 7 out of 15 here in Martinsville. The 23 is on the front row with Denny Hamlin, and we're coming back to the green flag down at turn number 1. Blaney going to try to steal the championship lead away from Denny Hamlin, and it'll do just that. The outside lane does not get a good restart again, and here comes Blaney to the inside for the lead. Oh, he locks out the tires in turn number 3. Here comes Logano now for the point of the inside. A little bit of contact between the Penske boys, and now Denny Hamlin back into the fray into turn number 1. Logano led that lap, and now here they come on to the back straightaway. Now Blaney with the momentum to the inside of Joey Logano back for the championship lead. Everyone switching hands back and forth here very quickly here in Martinsville, somehow managing to still keep it clean. Blaney out front, Hamlin second, Logano is third. Bowman is back in 6th right now. Oh, there's more contact in turn 1. There goes Stenhouse hard into the outside wall. A lot of damage to the 47 machine here, and the second caution of the race is out in Martinsville. Let's see what happened here. Oh, man, it looks like the right rear tire blew out on the 47 machine heading into the banking of the first corner there. And let's see what happened. Riding behind Chase Elliott, and it just looks like the tire just innocently blew out on the 47 car. I say innocently, but violently is probably a better descriptor for that. But tough luck for the 47. He's not had a very good last couple of races, but definitely going to be heading home after this one. Well, as he gets towed away off of the racetrack in turn number 2, that'll set us up for a 5-lap to go restart here in Martinsville. Good chance we'll still get another caution, so this could be the final restart, but we'll have to wait and see. Blaney will be restarting first, Hamlin will be second, and third behind those two will be Joey Logano, and mired a little bit further back is the 48 of Alex Bowman. Can he get up there and play with these leaders and try to get that championship? Well, we're going to have to find out. 5 laps to go, counted on one hand. Green flag is back in the air for Ryan Blaney. Down at turn number 1, a lot of contact behind the leaders. Oh, Logano gets into the 11 car, that 3 wide for second. Bubba Wallace comes through to second now. He's got a buffer. He is the buffer car now between the 12 and the 22 cars, and Bowman's back into the picture. Oh, the 22 gets slid to the racetrack by the 11 car, 3 wide for second. That's what Ryan Blaney wants to see. Back to turn number 1, 4 laps to go. This time behind down the back straightaway. Bubba Wallace still in between the 11 and the 12 car. And down into turn number 3, Blaney trying to drive away with this one. Onto the front straightaway. Here comes Hamlin now. Going to try to make a move on the 12 of Blaney. He's by the 23 of Bubba Wallace. And here comes the 48 now, going to try to get to the inside. He'll do just that. And down the back straightaway, Bowman looks to the inside of Denny Hamlin for that second position. A little bit of contact to get there. And onto the front straightaway now. It's 2 laps to go. Popsicle sticks in the air for the final race of the season. Blaney out front with the lead. They're trying to find a way to get to him from the 2 cars behind him. It's about a car length and a half now. Back to turn 3. White flag flies this time by. Next flag will end the race. Ryan Blaney came into this race without a win on the season, and now he's going to try to show those 3 drivers that he can be the contender that they have to beat to get the championship. And into turn 3 for the final time. Blaney, oh, there's contact behind him. Hamlin's at the outside wall. And off turn 4, Ryan Blaney screaming from the hilltops, you are a 2-time NASCAR Miscraft Cup Series champion. And entering turn 1, Bowman congratulates the 12 car and behind him. Melee happened, and off of the second restart, Ryan Blaney managed to gain the lead and just ran away with it. and the 2 cars behind him were going back and forth, trying to find a way around him to get to the 12 of Blaney, but it wasn't enough, and Ryan Blaney wins the championship here at the Martinsville Speedway. And, Denny Hamlin upset with a 48 of Alex Bowman, spitting him out in turn 3. Let's take a look at it again. Heading into the corner, looks like the 11 car may have tried to get in front of the 48 car, or the 48 just dove it in really deep. It's hard to tell from that angle, but definitely sent the 11 car hard on the outside retaining wall. And tough luck for both of them, because neither of them came out on top as champion of the season. And here are the final race results of the season. Blaney up on top, Bowman in second, and William Byron with a quiet third place finish. Then Wallace and Joey Logano, your third of the championship contenders, finishes in fifth. In this final race, Kurt Busch will finish in sixth. Then Denny Hamlin came into the final lap, second position, but will finish this race in 19th. And here are the final point standings of the season. Ryan Blaney will finish out on top with 535 points. These guys got reset to 500. The final 4 did, heading into Martinsville. Then Bowman, Logano, and Hamlin, of course, the top 4. Then Truex sneaking away with a top 5 points position. And then the rest of these guys back here, the guys after the top 20 didn't race the final 2 races, but everyone ahead of them had more points to play with, so they had more time to play. Well, that's it here from the Martinsville Speedway and season number 8. Congratulations to Ryan Blaney, to all of his fans. You are now 2-time champions of the NASCAR Miscraft Cup Series. For the first time in history, we have a duplicate champion, and Ryan Blaney got it done after the adversity in season number 7. He came up on top in season number 8 over a teammate and a couple of rivals in Denny Hamlin, Alex Bowman, and Joey Logano. Well, that's it from the 10-race season here today. Once again, congratulations to Ryan Blaney and all of his fans. And, well, we got a lot of fun stuff coming up for you in the future. And until then, we'll see you next time here for the NASCAR Miscraft Cup Series.